The only non-cert blocker we have in the Philippines that's in the market, I mean, we have other FDA registered stuff, but the only one that's in the market right now, Mirtazapine. So I like to call it Mirtazapine because among all the antidepressants, this causes the highest weight gain. Why is that? It does not block SERT. That's one thing. But it does block too many receptors. That's why it's called the NaSSA, noradrenergic and specific serotonergic antidepressant. Although I prefer to call the antagonist na lang para serotonin receptor antagonist. So it's noradrenergic antagonist and then serotonin receptor antagonist din. Two receptors in particular may confer the higher risk of weight gain. You combine the H1 receptor antagonism with the 5-HT2C receptor antagonism. Because H1 antagonism alone can lead to some weight gain. But the 5-HT2C receptor antagonism, remember, there are parts of the brain where 5-HT2C receptors regulate appetite. So you combine that with a weight gain receptor activity that can lead to more weight gain. So this is associated with the highest weight gain and in fact, occasional increases in cholesterol levels. So that's something to be mindful of. But the beneficial trade-off is, well, depends on some people. It might be beneficial, it might not be. It's very sedating at low doses. At low doses, it's very sedating kasi nga, H1 antagonist siya. It's not something I would prescribe solely for insomnia if you don't have depression because if you want an H1 antagonist, there are H1 antagonists that do not carry that much burden in terms of receptor profile. So, but if you have depression and one of your primary chief complaints is insomnia, then mirtazapine is a potential option for you. This is at low doses. At high doses, unfortunately, the 5-HT2C receptor here, when you block that, it can lead to increases in stimulating catecholamine release. So, block the brakes on catecholamine release by blocking 5-HT2C. More catecholamines, more stimulation, nababawasan yung sedative effects niya at higher doses. So, the sedation is mainly at lower doses. But how does it work as an antidepressant? Mainly, it's through the alpha-2 receptor antagonism. So you block the alpha-2 receptors that can actually lead to serotonin release. But not as much as SERT blockade, I guess, in the sense na another perk with mirtazapine is less nausea, less vomiting, less diarrhea, and less sexual dysfunction din. Kasi nga, not as potent serotonin release as with blocking serotonin transporters. But then again, mind the trade-offs din. Mind the trade-offs. Plus, there are many complaints that the cheaper brands are often not as consistent in stock. Hindi siya pala, minsan out of stock yung mga cheaper brands niya as compared to say the SSRIs, the 3 SSRIs we often use. So that's another in practice drawback you gotta be mindful of din. So yeah, anything with Z generally except aripiprazole, olanzapine, clozapine, chlorpromazine, mirtazapine, ketchupines. I kind of just made that up, you know. Yeah, so just an overview again of their profiles. Please look at the revised 6.0 cheat sheet. Not as financially toxic as desvenlafaxine, but still, for its price, relatively more financially toxic than the other antidepressants without significant benefits. So, yeah.